A few days ago, a new technique was found on the Spring 23 campaign map. Instead of going straight, you can transition onto the road border on the right and thereby gain a little bit of speed. However, if you try the same thing on the left side, you will actually lose speed, even though it looks the same. Soon after, multiple players investigated this asymmetric behavior, and Harvey noticed that driving on two different surfaces at once also leads to different results. In this example, driving with the left wheels on dirt and the right wheels on platform is about 2/10 slower than the other way around. Harvey then also showcased this in a video which you can check out in the description. In this video I will explain why this odd behavior happens, what other aspects of the game this mechanic affects, and also how you can use this information to be faster on certain tracks. But first we need to talk about the differences between surfaces. Each surface basically has an acceleration value, which determines how much the car speeds up while driving on it. Looking at the different surfaces, we can see that platform is the fastest, followed by grass, dirt, and at the bottom, plastic. For those who don't know, plastic is the material that the road borders are made of. Supposedly, plastic was supposed to be the penalty surface of platform, which nadeo scrapped, but it actually doesn't really act like one. This is definitely just a simplified approach, not counting in gears, speed caps and the like, but it's good enough for the purpose of this video. There are also other surfaces, such as ice, where this method also applies, but it's a bit different because ice adds the icy tires effect regardless of which side you are on. In general, effects such as boosters don't seem to be affected by this. There are also the penalty surfaces, but I will get to those at the end of the video. But now, what actually happens when you drive on two surfaces simultaneously? If we just drive on the grass on the straight, we get a 789. If we drive with the left tires on grass and the right tires on platform, we still get a 789. Exactly the same as on only grass. When driving just on the platform, we get a 770, so about 2/10 faster. Now if we drive with the right tires on grass and the left tires on platform, we get a 770 as well. We also get the same results if we switch out the grass for plastic, just with a more drastic effect. So this means that whenever you are driving on two surfaces at once, only the left side gets used for the speed calculation. But does this fully explain why the right side on the start of 23 is faster? Not quite yet, since you are not actually driving on two surfaces at once here. There's one more hidden layer to this. So we established that only the left tires of the car are important for calculating the speed. But what happens when only the right tires touch a new surface? Here we have a test map for exactly that. There are two identical starting points where you either get a two-way transition to the left or to the right. If all surfaces are the same, you of course get the same outcome. But if we mix the surfaces up, we get some interesting results. Here the left car touches the platform and speeds up a bit because it's a faster surface. But if the platform is on the right side, it doesn't impact the speed of the car at all. You will literally drive the exact same time regardless of what surface you place here. Which means that the acceleration value of the car only updates if the left tires touch a new surface. The same also applies when landing in a two-wheel. On this map I have built a custom start so that you only need to press forward to get the exact same landing. If everything is platform, you of course get the same time. On the right side we got a 6417, and as you can see on the left side we also get a 6417. But if we switch the surfaces up, we get very different results. With landing on the left tires, we got a 770. But now on the right side, we get a 778. 800 slower, and all of that only comes from the car not updating the acceleration value until the left wheels land. And indeed, if we were to change the road border on map 23 to platform instead of plastic using the mesh model, we see that it doesn't impact the trick on the right side, but now the left side also works. In conclusion, you are literally accelerating on platform on the right side. That's why the start trick is so fast. Now, how can we use this knowledge to our benefit while driving? Most importantly, you can take some turns tighter than you would think. On this track, for example, you can drive a bit over the grass to get a shorter line and finish about 500 faster. On the other hand, if this track is mirrored, you would want to avoid the grass at all costs because you will lose speed the instant that you touch it. You might be thinking this could also work on the platform blocks with penalty grass on the side. However, it seems that nadeo added another layer to the penalty surfaces so that you can't exploit this trick on them. Instead of taking one of the speed values of the two surfaces, you actually get a mixture between them like you would normally expect, but the principle still applies. The car on the right side is about half a second faster. I'm not quite sure if this is because the penalty grass adds a slowing down effect to the car, or if it's maybe because you are above the natural speed cap of the penalty grass, but regardless, you want to stay away from them as much as possible. The other thing to remember is that when landing on two wheels, you want to land on the right side first if the landing surface is slower than the one you jumped off, and on the left side if you transition from a slow to a fast surface. In general, this effect is more important the longer you are on two wheels and the bigger the acceleration difference between the surfaces is. So that's everything that I could find out about this mechanic. If you have any other ideas or questions, definitely leave them in the comments. Of course, with all of these tests I did multiple different iterations to confirm the results. The exact amounts may vary from situation to situation, but in general the principle always stays the same. So yeah, I hope you found this interesting and thanks for watching.